This presentation will introduce you to two different systems of measurement. One system, the household system, will most likely be familiar to you. The other system, metric, may not be as familiar. The metric system is the one that is used most often in healthcare careers. We will look at how we measure weight, volume of liquid, and length in the household system. In the United States, this is the system we use in our daily lives. To measure weight in the household system, we use pounds and ounces. This is a solid ounce. For example, a baby's weight is expressed as 7 pounds, 4 ounces. The equivalency between these two is 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. There is also a liquid ounce, which we will discuss later. Only 2 units of length are used in the household system in healthcare, inches and feet. We do not use yards or miles, for example, and there are 12 inches in 1 foot. There are many liquid volume units in the household system. Healthcare providers must be aware of these because instructions to patients may be given in household units because this is more familiar to them. Liquid medications may be given in teaspoons, tablespoons, or ounces, and this is a liquid ounce. Healthcare providers may need to determine how much liquid a patient has consumed in cups, pints, or quarts. Here are the equivalents between different units of liquid volume in the household system. 1 glass is listed on the table as being equal to 8 ounces, but it's important to remember that a patient may refer to a glass or a cup that is not 8 ounces. The same is true for teaspoon and tablespoon. The equivalents are referring to measuring spoons, not spoons used for eating or serving food. Now we will look at the metric system. In many parts of the world, the metric system is used in everyday life. In the U.S., this is not the case, except for, say, liter bottles of soda. In healthcare, the metric system is used almost exclusively. Unlike the household system, the metric system is based on multiples of 10. Units of measure for length, weight, and liquid volume all use the same terms and are all based on multiples of 10. In this table, the terms that are commonly used in healthcare are in blue. The same prefixes are used for length, weight, and liquid volume in the metric system. So kilo, deci, centi, milli, and micro. You will notice that decimals rather than fractions are always used in the metric system. Notice that all of the metric weight equivalents that are used in healthcare are related by a factor of 1,000. So we'll be using kilogram, gram, and milligram, and each one is related by 1,000. This will become important when we start converting from one unit to another in the metric system. Although meter is the base unit of length in the metric system, it will not be something that you will usually be using in healthcare. It is used in some formulas. Centimeters and millimeters are the most commonly used units of length in the metric system in healthcare. Unlike most of the other metric units, these that we will be using, these are related by a factor of 10 instead of a factor of 1,000. For liquid volume, healthcare workers most often will be using milliliters and liters. Notice again that these units are related by a factor of 1,000. There are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. We will now look at the equivalence between the household and metric systems. This table summarizes the equivalence between the metric and household systems of measurement. The little squiggly equal sign that you see between, for example, 5 milliliters and 1 teaspoon indicates that they are not exactly equal, but for our purposes, and it's used this way in healthcare, we will consider them equal. You will need to memorize these equivalents in order to perform the conversions and dosage calculations that we will be learning about in the next presentation. We have now looked at two systems of measurement which are used in healthcare. The next step will be to learn how to convert to different units within a system, for example, converting cups to ounces or ounces to teaspoons, or converting grams to milligrams, and to convert between systems, for example, milliliters to teaspoons. First, you will need to memorize the equivalents within and between each system. Many students find it helpful to make flashcards. I have also put some activities in the assignment folder that may be helpful.